Okay, so my name is Kali Cousins. My name is Kali Cousins, PhD. My job is to help organizations, governments to turn their ideas into results, individuals also. I am a trainer, consultant, speaker, author, and mentor. I work for quite a lot of organizations from United Nations to Shell to NDDC to presidency to ministries, department, and agencies, and quite a lot of organizations, private and public, and individuals too. I am the president of Sean Cousins Business School. I am the chief strategist at Sean Cousins Consulting Solutions Group, an IT and management consulting firm. So we have a business school, then we have an IT and management consulting firm. Now, if you need to reach me, you can use that number to reach me, and I'll be able to attend to you. So social media, my social media ID, you can always talk with me at um, Kali Cousins or Dr. Kali Cousins at every social media that is popular: LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, um, TikTok, um, Twitter, and all those. So I want to connect with you. Thank you very much. So let's start. I'm going to bypass um, a lot of preliminaries and go into the main thing because of our time. How to make money post COVID-19 in view. Now, we said that the world has changed a lot. The world has changed so much with this COVID-19. Post COVID-19, I think till 2023, a lot of people will still be afraid to gather. A lot of people will still be afraid not to wear their face mask. A lot of people will still be afraid to mingle in such ways. And a lot of people will still have the fear of how they lost their income and savings during this period and how to actually do things that will safeguard them from those. Then a lot of people will be so afraid to let loose or let go of their money because some of us made so much investment early in the year to find out that COVID-19 just came and you don't have money at hand to spend. And now what you need is not even your houses, your cars. You don't go out with your cars. Some of us have 3, 4, 5 cars. You don't even go out with them. Now you need just money to eat. And sometimes you don't have that money. And you need money to take care of your loved ones. You need money for, medicals and all this. So COVID-19 has changed quite a lot. It has also taught us that there is nothing we can do online. This period is Ramadan, the fasting period. And, imams are holding their prayers online with Skype, with Zoom, with Mixella, with Microsoft Team, and such of that, Webinar Germ and Webinar Ninja, and such other ones. Now, we never knew it was possible for us not to go to church or for us not to go to a mosque, but now we see we can even stay without going to those places and then we won't die. So what happens? So it has changed quite a lot of things. Shaking now is a problem. Before, when you sneeze, SCM, somebody will tell you, bless you. Now, when you sneeze, people will start moving away from you. So all this had changed. And the same way it has changed our businesses and our professions, our careers. But one important thing to note is that value is king. Value is going to be king very much from this period. What do I mean by that? If you are not offering value, people won't be interested in what you are offering. Why? Because even post-COVID, the recession that will befall the world will be more like depression. We've not seen anything like it before, the same way we've not seen anything like this pandemic before. So what does that mean? That means that people are going to be more interested in the things that are valuable. And if that is true, now, how do you become valuable? So value is king, while technology is queen. Now, what that means is that no matter what value you are offering, if it is not mixed with technology, you are not going to do as much as you should. So you have to see how to synchronize, rhyme your value with technology. What technologies can help your value? So technologization and systemization in this post-COVID and in this period is so important. And if you cannot actually use technology to drive your business or whatever value you offer, you are in problem. Now, what is value? Value is anything that can solve a problem. That's colloquializing it. Anything that can solve a problem is a value. So if you can make me sleep you are offering value. If you can massage me and I get myself back, you're offering value. If you can give me, if you can talk to me and I'm motivated and I can do more, that is value. If you can coach me and I move from being an ignorant person in a particular field to, you are offering value. If you can help my children to do well in school, you're offering value. If you can make them pass maths or JAM, or you make them pass WAEC, you're offering value. If you can make me marry my wife well and avoid marital acrimony, that's value. If you can, whatever you can do that can help solve a problem, that is value you're offering. So why value is king, technology is the queen, and their marriage will lead to wealth. If value, which is the king, marries technology, which is the queen, they're going to produce so much wealth. And that is why taking your business online is no more an option. Before now, internet and some kind of technology, especially digital technology, had been very tangential in our lives. But you see, today they are so central to our lives, from the televisions to the internet to everything digital, your phone and all those. They are so central that without them, you can even die this period. So that means that you must understand the importance of marrying both together. Please, if your this thing is on and you are not Rukayat and your this thing is on, please can you actually put it off? Okay, good. If your microphone is on and you are not Rukayat, can you put it off? Now, so the marriage between technology and the king, which is value, will lead to wealth. So we need to do more about taking our businesses online. I do hope I'll have the time to talk a little more about that. Remember, post-COVID, systems will drive wealth. Post-COVID, systems will drive wealth. What do I mean by that? Now, if you cannot have a system that runs your business, you are going to have issues post-COVID. So let's talk a little about systemizing. If you can't systemize your business, you can't systemize your offering, you can't systemize your value, you can't systemize the family, you can't systemize, your actions and income, you have a lot of problems. So what is system? SYSTEM. SYSTEM stands for save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. So systems will drive wealth post-COVID. And we say that system, in order to understand it, you'll be looking at SYSTEM as save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. Anything you are doing to save yourself stress, to save yourself time, to save yourself energy, and save yourself money, you are systemizing. But you see, systems are more important than good people. If you have a lot of good people who are in bad systems, the system will make them bad. Before Buhari came into power, we thought he's a perfect man. We thought he's a saint. When he came into the Nigerian system, I don't think most of us and people who voted him are happy with the result they're seeing in the society. But if you travel to America, travel to UK, travel to Switzerland or Finland or anywhere, when you go there, you don't throw your banana peels out from the window. Why? If you do, the camera will get you and they'll catch you. But today, or immediately you drop in Nigeria, you can do those things you don't do abroad. Why? The systems there are saying you can't do this here. But the systems here are saying you can do anything you want and you go away. People go into people's houses and murder them and nobody finds them. Even high profile people, Bola Ige died in this country and nothing happened. So systems are more important than good people, okay? Now, good systems are more important than good workers. Why? If you bring good workers into a bad system, the bad system will make them bad. But if you bring bad workers into a good system, the good system will put them in control and they need to do what they need to do. For instance, if your system apportions, allocates tasks, your system coordinates the task, your system supervises the tasks and evaluates the tasks, the worker has no option to do his or her work unless he or she doesn't want to receive salary. If there's a system of clocking in and clocking out and a system of how much have you done today, you need to actually put it into black and white so we can see what you've done. And that's an evaluation and supervision method and coordination method for that, an allocation method. nobody can circumvent that. You, even if you are bad, you have to do your work, otherwise you're not going to get your pay. Okay, systems are pervasive, meaning system permits everything. You can use system in your house, you can use system in your marriage, you can use system in your school, you can use system in your relationship. Now there are ways you talk to your wife or your husband and he or she is unhappy and he or she gets angry and the marriage will have issues. There are ways you talk to your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your elder or your children and things will not work right. So systems, if you understand how to use system, it is pervasive, it enters, it is universal, it can be used in everything. Systems mustn't be sexy, meaning system mustn't be in such a way that everybody's clapping. System is also subjective, meaning that though the system may not look very, very functional to the outsider, it may be very functional for you because of your the number of money or you have, your exposure, the kind of workers or what you are doing, the business you are doing. So systems are pervasive, meaning that they enter everywhere. It may not be sexy, meaning it may not be something everybody can see and clap, but above all, it is subjective. What may work for you may not work for another person, but it's very important to understand that the main feature of any system is that it must have RDL. RDL stands for replicate, duplicate, and leverage. Every system you have must have the capacity to be replicated or to be repeated. Yes, it has the capacity to be repeated. It has the capacity to be duplicated. Yeah, it can be repeated, it can be duplicated, it can be leveraged. That's the importance of having a system. So let me also continue because of our time. Now, let's look at the functional view of value. Remember, we said that value is king and will be king and will continue to be king post-COVID-19. And whatever you can do that can solve any problem, we say that is what we call value. And we agree that in order to be valuable, you must understand what is needed around you. And that's what we want to look at, the functional view of value. Now, if you look at what you saw there, okay, I'm going to mute people. I'm going to mute you now to explain to me what you think what we have there means. Okay, let me unmute people to help me tell me what they think what we have there is. Okay, so I'm going to unmute everybody. Okay, so Asiat Bello, is it possible you tell me what do you think that this thing we have on there? We have question mark, we have light bulb, we have something like work, and then we have the sign of dollar or money. What do you think it means? Yes, I want everybody to. Okay, good.
I'm sorry, I can't see. Something is blocking my screen.
Okay, you can't see something is blocking your screen. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me remove it. Okay.
Okay, I can see now.
Can you see now? Okay.
Yeah, I can.
Did you see that question mark? Did you see the?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. What do you think it means? Okay, if you can answer, it is not a crime. It's just I wanted to pick your you guys' brain. So Aisha, I can move to the next person. Can I?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. So Sarah Fadine, can you help us?
I just joined the class, so I couldn't meet from the beginning first.
Okay, then, no problem. Okay. Tijani Abisola, can you help us?
Okay. Okay.
I'm saying, don't talk.
Okay, I think I can.
Can you raise a little of your voice?
I said
we're hearing you.
the business as why the light is like I don't know what the light is, but the dollar sign is money.
Okay, thank you. I think
that was
Tijani Abisola. Okay. Who else want to try? Oh, Delate, can you try?
I'll be trying to look at it. Says question mark. I think the question mark is a business idea. What
Okay.
business idea?
Okay.
The light there representing probably how you want to go about it
Okay.
to get to realize money.
Okay.
Okay, that is what I can
say about it. Okay.
Yes.
Any other person who want to say something? So I can continue. You want to say something? Yusuf, Kehinde. Anybody who want to say something? Okay. So let's.
Doctor. Hello, doctor.
Well, you go ahead.
Well, to me, that question mark question mark signifies that there may be problems.
Yeah.
Then the bulb is like offering a solution in form of value that you just mentioned.
Okay.
Then with backed up with work, which is form of action.
Yeah.
Or workable solution to the problems to that question, then you are going to make that money at the end of the day.
Wonderful.
So that is the way I will interpret that. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Okay. So I'm going to mute back everybody and then and give you power to unmute yourself. If you want to talk to me, you can unmute yourself. But let me unmute you, Rukia. Rukia, you can always unmute yourself when you want to. Okay, a lot of us going to me. So if you want to unmute yourself, you do. So let's go ahead now. Now, your understanding of what we have just done now is very important if you must actually move on and move ahead. Serafadin raised hands. Okay, let me find out what she wants. Serafadin, you raised your hands. Was it a mistake? Hello, Serafadin, you raised your hand. Was it a mistake?
Yeah, it was a mistake. So what I just no, it wasn't a mistake.
Okay, go ahead, sir. Can you bring the microphone to your mouth?
Yeah. So what I understand by the question mark.
Yes, sir.
Is about having an innovative idea.
Having innovative ideas.
Yes. And then the board, there's something like that, like what the steps that it takes to make those ideas feasible.
Okay.
So then, by making a feasible idea, you can actually make it a productive one to by getting something done. Then you make your money.
Okay. Thank you so very much. Thank you so much. Okay. So let's move on. You guys answered so well. So what that is, the first one is that when you move around your environment, when you look around your city, you'll be able to see quite a lot of questions that are for answers. Now, every morning you want to eat akara and nobody's frying bean ball around your place. That is a question looking for answer. Every day you want some after school class for your children. Nobody's doing that around your area. That's the question, or a question looking for answer. Every time you look around, you know that there are health alternatives or healthy alternatives to some kind of food we eat now, or even farming or whatever, and nobody's doing it around your area. That is a question looking for answer. Now you can decide to interpret it extrinsically by saying government is stupid, they're not providing us with light, you know, you can decide to do that. If you do that, you've done what we call extrinsic interpretation, meaning that you have thrown the problem back to the society that where the problem is coming from. But if you do an intrinsic interpretation, is to look at it and say, okay, this problem is a problem that I was able to recognize. That I'm able to recognize this problem means I have capacity to solve this problem. And I'm not feeling so frustrated in such a way that I can't do anything. Let me think and find out what I can do about this problem. When you start thinking about that problem, then the light bulb starts going up in your head. That's the idea stage. The first stage is the question stage. You may decide to apprehend the question, you may decide not to apprehend it. Now it can go that way. The second stage is what? The idea stage. When you've apprehended that question, ideas start coming in on how you can solve that problem. Yes? Now, the next stage, when you've got an idea, ideas are nothing unless you execute them. So your ability to understand that you need to work on these ideas for them to become something is as important as the idea, or even more important. So know that today we don't lack people who don't have ideas. We lack people who cannot execute their ideas. But always understand that ideas are divine broadcasts. The time God is showing you this idea is also showing it to another person. It's only those who are interested to run with that idea that are able to do something with the idea. In other words, if you tune on to the frequency of the divine broadcast, you'll be able to get that idea. But it doesn't matter as much if you don't actually take it to the work stage where you can put in every effort, every sweat to making sure that the idea becomes a product, a platform, or a service in a form that people can take it, use it, and pay you for that. Okay? So what do we want to say? That ideas are things. A lot of us always believe that the idea flew into my mind and flew away. The idea of the awesome minds network flew into Rukaya's mind. She could have also allowed it would have flown away, but she trapped it and was able to now make it what it is today. And she can invite me. If I wanted to be here under normal circumstances, if not for support, probably, the money to be paid to me will buy a car. But because I see that she has a vision that I need to support. Today, I waived my fees to support what she's doing. So that's what's important. When you have an idea, don't always rationalize who will help me. When you start it, along the way, the divine helpers will come and start helping you. Now think about it. Most times, there are ideas you see on television now, and you found out that God has given you or did give you that idea some 10 years ago. And that 10 years till now, nobody has done the idea, but now you're seeing people who are doing it, but they're even doing an adulterated version of the idea God gave you. That's how powerful you are. But you see, a lot of things come against our ideas. One of them is fear. A lot of us are so afraid. One of them is conformity. A lot of us don't want to be in the minority. One of them is we think that there must be like a loud voice telling us, oh, Rukayat, this is my idea. I am Allah. I'm talking from heaven. For you to go ahead with the idea. The point is that ideas are things. When you have an idea, trap them down in a book, trap them down in the idea diary, and start working on them. Okay? If you've got that, let's move further. So when you've been able to productize this idea, it is in form of or a platform. At that point, you are able to take it to the marketplace. No work done, even at this point, because any idea that you cannot market to people, that idea will die a natural death. Okay, now look at this. We have what I called understanding money. Now this was first popularized by T. Harv Eker, and D plus X plus Q equals speedy wealth. Now what that means is that demand, if you look around you and you can see demand and you can supply the demand in a way that is beautiful, and you can supply the demand qualitatively, you are very good in that. You have the requisite attitude, skills, and knowledge to supply the demand, and then you can supply it not only qualitatively, you can supply it quantitatively, meaning you can supply it, you can produce it enough for enough people or a lot of people. Then you are going to have wealth, because whatever you are selling, if you can sell to a good number of people at a good margin, you can be sure you are going to be as wealthy as you want. So don't ever forget D plus S plus Q equals wealth. demand plus supply from quality plus quantity will give you speedy wealth. So whenever you are productizing, whenever you are trying to bring a value to the marketplace, ask yourself, is it in demand? Ask yourself, can I supply it and supply it enough? Ask yourself, can I supply it qualitatively? Ask yourself, can I supply it quantitatively? If you can, then you can go ahead and be as worthy. And COVID-19, these things are going to matter beyond your understanding. People are not going to have too much money, so people are going to be looking to having all of their expense qualitatively. Okay, so let's now move ahead. Cash flow sources. Now, in order to make money, you must understand cash flow sources. Where is your money coming from? You must understand that. Cash flows, I'm going to talk a little about that when I talk about managing money. Now, cash flow sources cannot be anything other than what you can sell. If you cannot sell anything, you are not ready for revenue. Now, remember, you can have income without having revenue. Revenue is what you have got from what you have sold. I mean, I'm talking more professionally now. People can give you $1 million to keep for them. You can even borrow $1 million from the bank. That is income, but it's not revenue because that is not your money. You know, you're going to pay it back, even paying it back as an interest. But when you sell your services, I sell my coaching program to you, I sell my speaking engagement, I sell my, what do you call it, taking your business online course, whatever it is I sell to you, I am able to spend something and get something from that. Now, if that is the case, you must understand what you are supposed to sell and what you can sell. Now, remember, you can sell products. Products are tangible things that you can sell. Probably you want to sell a pen, you want to sell, those are what? Products. You want to sell a pen. They are all products. But you see, you can also sell services. Or services are the intangible solutions that you can sell. They could be consulting, they could be mentorship, they could be all those, they could be coaching, they could be mastermind group, they could be master classes, whatever it is that you can sell. It could be sales services, it could be marketing services, it could be digital marketing services, it could be whatever it is. But as far as intangible but they're valuable, we're talking about services. But you can also sell platforms. No, Zoom is a platform that allows people to do what? To do their meetings. We have Zoom rooms, we have Zoom meetings, we have Zoom webinars, we have quite a lot of their products. And this is something that is a platform where people gather, do something, and they collect back their thing. So you can carry Zoom to your house. You cannot carry Zoom on your head, but it's a platform where you can do your thing and go away. Look at this now. It has gathered us together. Without it, we won't be able to actually see ourselves seamlessly, talk seamlessly, ask questions, and deliver this product. You can have, Awesome Minds Network is a platform. You can have Awesome Minds Network platform on Facebook. You can have on LinkedIn. You can have, as groups and all those. Those are platforms. Lyft is a platform. LYFT is a platform. Uber is a platform. Airbnb is a platform. Facebook is a platform. Instagram, WhatsApp, Imo, Telegram, they are all platforms. So you can build your platform. Exhibition places are platform. Even libraries are platform, and all those they are places you can come use or gather people and then go away. So those are platforms. You must understand that platforms are as important. Amazon is a platform. Konga is a platform. Jumia is a platform. Quite a lot of platforms. There are people. Naira, what do you call it? Nairaland is a platform, and all those. Sahara Reporter is a platform. Yes, you can understand how to build platforms. Okay. Don't mind the 10 business idea tips, but let's call it 7 business idea tips now. In order to have an idea that you can turn into a platform, a service, or a business, rather than a product, you need to understand what we call business areas. So there are 7 business areas I'm going to mention here now. Number 1, you're going to ask yourself, are you playing? Now, after this, I'm going to unmute everybody and you're going to talk. You're going to tell me where you play. Are you playing at the level of raw materials? For every industry, there are raw materials for that industry. There are raw materials for that industry. So if you are into production of face masks, there are raw material for face masks. You know, the raw materials are the clothes-like things and the sieve that you use in producing that. So that's the raw material for that. So you must understand where you play. Are you playing in your industry or your sector at the level of raw materials? Or are you playing at the level of processing the raw materials? Are you playing at the level of packaging and branding? Are you playing at the level of marketing and sales? Are you playing at the level of distribution and logistics? Are you playing at the level of research and consulting? Are you playing at the level of education and training? Are you playing at the level of standardization and regulation? Now, I'm going to unmute us very quickly so that you can tell me where you play very, very quickly. I want you to tell me. Now, you can play in 2 or 3 or 4. You can play in all of them. So just tell me. So I'm going to call name. If I call your name and you're not ready, you tell me pass, P-A-S-S, pass. And then I will, and then mute yourself. So Abu Rahman, where do you play your business areas, your value chain? Where do you play? Which value chain do you play in your business area? Abu Rahman, or Abu Rahman, Abdul Hanan.
Person.
Hello,
Okay.
Abdul Hanan. I'm waiting. Should I pass?
Okay.
Pass.
Okay. Aisha Bello.
I'm in a class.
Aisha Bello.
Yes, I'm with you.
Where do you play? Raw materials, processing, packaging, and branding, blah blah blah. Quickly.
Oh, for now, I'm not into any business. I don't think I fit into any of these. I'm a freelancer for now, so.
So where do you
None
play
of
in the
these.
freelancing? Do you play in marketing and sales? Do you play in packaging and branding? Do you play in distribution and logistics? Do you play in research and consulting? Do you play in education? Where do you play in the value chain? Or where do you play? What do you freelance on? What do you freelance?
I test websites, apps. I'm into testing, like website testing. Yeah, let me say website testing. So I don't see any of my
Website what?
testing freelancer. I test websites, I test apps. I work for a testing company.
Okay.
That's consulting.
So,
Okay. Rukia.
Hello?
Yes. Where do you play? Very quickly.
Well, I wear a lot of caps. As you're aware, I'm a lawyer by profession, by training. I still consult for people. I'm a public servant.
Okay.
And then I have this passion, to inspire people to excellence. Because I believe from what I've read and the lecture I've had and the mentorship received from kind-hearted people like your humble self, that in each human being, a lot of free gifts and potentials were already deposited in us that were left in most cases untapped. And in most cases, people don't even get to use up to maybe 1/100 of the potential till they return back to their graves. So
Okay.
this idea now vetted the also mind network,
What will you call
mentoring, coaching, family counseling, consulting. Yeah.
Okay, I say, what will you call?
Hello, doctor.
Awesome Mind Network. Where will you say Awesome Mind Network plays?
Yes. In also my network, specific about my passion, the aim is to mentor people, people for him. But the focus basically starts from the youth because they are the future that we have.
Okay, look at
so,
the,
but
look at the business areas
with
now.
family counseling.
Look at the business areas.
Hello?
Look at the business areas and tell me where you play.
Yeah, I will say that education and training.
Wonderful.
Then research and consulting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Research and consulting, education and training, exactly.
Okay. Okay, thank you. One more person.
All right, doctor.
I continue.
Okay,
Thank you. One more person, one more volunteer.
Okay.
Who want to say something?
Okay.
One more person to say where you play very quickly.
Okay, Dr. Carson.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir. Yeah, somebody was saying something. Okay, so let's go ahead. I think because of our time.
Okay,
So let's go on because of our time. Okay, good. Now, so you can see, oh, two participants raised their hands. I do hope it's not a mistake because I had given you time to talk. Let me look at the people that raised their hands. Okay. Safaradin, okay, let me unmute you. And Odelade. Yeah, go ahead, Safaradin.
Okay, Sharafadim. Yes, well done, doctor. At the business area, my own, I think I'm good at the education and training unit.
Education and
also
training.
at the packaging and yes, packaging and branding.
Packaging and branding.
Ideas. Yeah, so in those areas.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay. Odelade.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, for now, I don't know if I belong to any of these because what I'm having now is just trying to see different business ideas that I can go into. So I don't know where I belong here for
so
now.
what's holding you back?
You said?
I said, what's holding you back from deciding? Because I just want to know if I can be of help. What is holding you back from deciding the business you are going to go into?
I'm looking at the area I'm living.
Okay.
What is an estate,
okay.
a reserved area. So
okay.
I don't know what can sell in such an area. So that is what is holding me back for now.
Okay. Okay.
A residential area.
Okay. Okay. At the end of this program, you know, I have a program starting on Monday, which is taking your business online. I'm going to introduce it to you guys. And you know, this confusion will not end until you are able to understand the value you offer and then try to match it, and then not just limiting yourself with your environment. Now, taking your business online can help you, no matter which environment you live in, you can service as many people, because there are so many logistics companies that whoever buys from you, the logistic company with their bike and others can come and take to those people. So I'm going to introduce you guys to that at the end of the program. So let me look at Kehinde. Please, Kehinde, you wanted to say something. You raised your hands. Yes?
Yes, I did, Dr. Carson. You are doing a very good job. Thank you very much.
Kehinde, God bless you.
Okay, I'm into education and training.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I'm a Montessori consultant.
So you are also into research and consulting?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, okay. So now, when we look at what you are doing, you are into education and training, you are into research and consulting. Now, if you look at the value chain, you know, you can move up or down, you see. You are going to also look at, if you've been able to algorithmize how to market and sell value at that level, where you can help people populate their schools. Now, you can also go into helping private schools to get what we call students. So that's also marketing and sales service, because some schools, they have so much capacity, like, you know, 20 buildings inside a compound, all of them 5-story buildings. When you come in there, you see only 100 pupils and all those, because they've not been able to market it well. So maybe you've also algorithmized how to do that. You can also go into helping those, market those and all those. So those are that. Now, understanding the business area will help you to know what you are doing already. Can you move up? Can you move down? If you're in raw materials, you're only producing, and like Nigeria, you produce and send abroad for them to refine for you. What will happen if you decide to do what? To have a refinery and have good refinery where you can process, yes, and all those kinds of things. Okay, so that, thank you, Kay, in there for that. So I'm going to stop here and move on so that we'll be able to finish on time. My time is almost gone. Okay, so let's move on now. Now, the next thing we need to talk about is what I call okay, the next thing we need to talk about is I said that truly, truly, I say unto you, yes, I mean you, whatever you do now and post-COVID, don't fail to take your business online. Whatever you're doing, both now and post-COVID, if you want to survive, don't fail to take your business online. I encourage you to go to the webpage there, www.scbsedu.org/TYBO. TYBO stands for Take Your Business Online. scbsedu.org/TYBO, Take Your Business Online. So if you are able to go to this website or webpage, you'll be able to know and see how you can take your business online. It's a masterclass that is starting on Monday, and that you have 90% off already. So you can decide to do that and help yourself, because post-COVID, technology, which is the queen and the king that is valued, must marry together. Otherwise, you won't do so much. Okay, good. Now let's talk about the next item, and I have just 17 minutes left. The next item is how to manage money. How do you manage money post COVID-19 in view? Now, when income is greater than expenses, you will sure have savings. You have enough to manage. When income is not up to expenses, you always run very low. So it's very important to understand that income is as important as expenses. What does that mean? Your cash flow sources will make you have more income or have less income. So sometimes I ask people, what are your cash flow sources? They'll mention salary, or they'll mention something like, I'm a nurse. They'll mention something like, I own a school, and they stop. Now, sometimes somebody will crack a joke. He said, the day you will go into a shop and see your salary, the whole of your salary, packed on a shoe as the cost of the shoe, that is the day you will know that you need other sources of income. So you are earning 150,000. You go into a boutique and you see a shoe, 150,000. One day, many years ago, one of my friends came in from US and came to my office in Owerri. And when she came there, a lady, she came there and she had some bags that she brought, because she's my business partner. So she bring in quite a lot of things that we partner on. So she brought in those bags. I saw one of them. I said, oh, I want to buy this one for my wife. She said, oh, Kali, sorry, I bought this one for my mother. In fact, their family is one of the richest family in Imo State. So he said, I brought this one for my mother. I said, oh, wow, so beautiful. How much is it? She said, it is 10,000 euros, you know, and I changed it that time. It was about 3 point something million. That's some years back. It was 3 point something million, because euro has this kind of issue it has now. So euro went up. That time euro was 200 something naira, but there was something that happened. Euro went to 300 or so, and was 3 point something million. And that's for one bag. So the day you will go into a shop and you see that your 1 year salary is tagged on a bag, that's the day you will know that you need what we call another source of income. So income can always be another source of revenue. Income can always be something that somebody gave you to keep. It could be a loan you got from that. They're all income. It could be, but you see, we want you to concentrate on revenue. Revenue is when you offer service, you offer a platform, you offer a product, and you get money from that. Now when you take away the margin between the cost price and the selling price, you can now have your unique unit contribution margin. Unit contribution margin is not yet even a profit, but time in my financial management classes, I'll take you through basics of finance, take you through sales forecasting, take you through what do you call it, cash flow, and then record keeping. Then you can understand how this money matter works. Okay, but for now, let's move on. There are some place I'm going to rush because of my time. I don't want to keep you more than I have 40 minutes left. Now, money management strategies. One of the major money management strategies is that you must define your expenses. You must define your expenses. What should I spend my money on, and what are my expenses? Write all your expenses down and be able to know where your money is going to, that you are not you are not taking note of. So define your expenses, itemize them, list them out, articulate them so that you'll be able to know all the possible expenses you have. That is when you can actually know the ones you are going to strike out and the ones that are going to be there. Remember, according to Peter Drucker, what you cannot measure, you cannot control. If you cannot measure it, you cannot control it. So you need to actually count it, get it sorted so that you know the ones to strike out. The second money management strategy is budget. Budget is king. You should budget, so that any other thing that is coming after that budget, you are going to know whether it's going to fall into the emergency fund, fall into the fund. If it's not, you throw it away. If you go to the market without a list, everything you see, you will tend to want to buy. So you need to understand the importance of budgeting, okay? Now, number 3, understand your income and revenue. It's very important to note that all your incomes are not revenue, meaning that you may have a lot of money coming to your organization or coming to your hands. They may not be revenue. And if you don't take time, you eat the money. At the end of the day, you need to repay that money and you fall into problem. So revenue are the monies that come in from the services you offer, the platforms, or your platform that people use, or your products that people bought. And when you have that income, you can remove the cost price and see the margin, and you call it your gain, or what we call unique contribution margin in our financial management classes. Okay. Now, remember, there are fixed costs, there are variable costs, but time will fail me to talk about that in your business. But one important thing to understand and to note is that you need to understand which one is the one that you got by virtue of what you sold, and which one is the one that the virtue of services and this thing you offer, and which one is the one that came maybe because they are loan or because the people dash you money or something. You must know that, because the one that comes as revenue, those ones, you can repeat, you can duplicate, you can leverage them. It's something you're already selling, something you know, so you can sell it in more quantity. You can take the old product to a new market, or take new product to a new market, or take new product to a new market, old product to a new market, take a new product to an old market, whatever. You can always decide what you want. But revenue is more important, because revenue helps you to know something that you can continue to do. And as far as people are buying, you can make as much money as you want. Number 4, understand your giving. A lot of times, the money that we give out frivolously sometimes, and sometimes very needed, but they're not so essential, could be monies that can replicate themselves before you spend them. Some people who ask you for money, their televisions are bigger than yours. In fact, there are things they cannot do that you do. Most days, for instance, I've had my trainings today. I had my first training 7 a.m. in the morning. I had the second one 10 a.m. in the morning, and I'm having this one now. And I'm probably having another one around 7, 8 o'clock in the evening. Now, most times the people you are giving money, they are not interested in putting in this kind of effort that you're putting in. So you must organize your giving in such a way that I say, okay, I give out 10%, I give out 20% of my revenue, or rather of my profit. And when you put that in a vote, when that money finishes, everybody has to wait until more money comes into that. As far as it's not something about health, and nobody's going to die. Yes, a lot of people are going to ask you for things that are stupid. Some people in this lockdown will ask you for money to change their phone. You see, how do you explain that? Okay, money to recharge their DSTV, money to, why those things are important, but they're not essentials. And you can do without them in your own house. People even ask you money to fuel their generator because the heat is too much in this period. So what can you say? So you need to organize your giving so you can give onto essential things that make meaning and change people's life. Now, rationalize your debts. When I mean rationalize, make your debts effective. Don't borrow for anything that is not capable of yielding money. Don't borrow for recurrence. Don't borrow to go to the bar and drink. Don't borrow to recharge your DSTV. Don't borrow for consumption. Borrow for investment. Borrow for something, borrow for production, something that you can do and replicate that money. Remember, whenever you borrow money, you are not expected to pay back that money from your other monies. You are supposed to pay back that money from the proceed of that particular loan. So if you borrow 10 million from the bank, they lend you 10 million, you need to do businesses and get profits. And by the time you finish paying that loan, you would have had also 10 million left. You're supposed to pay the debt from what? From the loan, from what we call your gain in business. Okay. Now, save. Determine how much you want to save. You can save 15%. I'm not here to tell you what to save. You can save 15 or 20%, but make sure that it's something you can regularly do. And when it accumulates, there's no need leaving it there. You can now try to invest to multiply it. And we're going to talk about it in a minute. Okay. My time is almost gone. I have 7 minutes left, but I'm going to borrow maybe 2 or 3 more of your minutes to actually work on that. Now, number 7, use digital tools and apps to be able to do what? To move your money management forward. So you can use Keep, you can use Wave Accounting, you can go on your Android app or iPhone app. You're going to see quite a lot of accounting and invoicing and record keeping, financial record keeping apps that will help you to actually record everything you spend, so that at a click of a button, you can see all the places you spend money, and you'll be able to now define your expenses and be able to know whether they went the right way. Monitor money travels. Money can really travel. Yes. So monitor where your money is traveling to, and that they could go on into some foolish things that you are not going to be so proud of. They could go on into egocentric things. They could go into egoistic things. They could go into things that do not matter. They go into gluttony. They go into things you use for them to shout your name. They go into stupid packaging and all those. So make sure, if you don't need big cars, there's no need for it. If it's not helping your business, buy a small car. We are not in any competition. A small car that can help you do your work while you multiply the money before you buy the one you want. Okay. Now, we will always say nobody is soldiers. If your soldiers are fighting and killing people and making money for you, they are fighting and they're getting you money. Yes. And they're getting you, they conquer things for you. If you kill those soldiers and eat them, what happens? You have actually destroyed your business. So you need to multiply your money before you use them. So monitor where your money travels to. Number 9, money management resources. Always listen on YouTube, on Facebook, on entrepreneur.com, on inc.com, on forbes.com, on harvardbusinessreview.com. Watch and listen to money management resources. They help a lot. You're going to see simple tips and tricks that can help you actually manage your money. Okay, because my time is up, allow me a few seconds. Okay, I just have 5 more minutes left. So let me use these 5 minutes to take you through how to multiply money post-COVID-19 in view. How do you multiply your money? We say when your money works hard for you, you may not need to work hard. Again, when your money works hard for you, you may not need to work hard again. Now, we always say there's one question you must ask yourself anytime you make money in order to multiply the money before you use. And we say that question is, how can I multiply this money before spending it? How can I multiply this money before spending it? That is a very important triple M, algorithm. Triple M stands for make, manage, and multiply money. So one of the major triple M algorithm and factor is that you must ask this question: how can I multiply this money before I spend it. Okay. Now, there's a joke about phone airtime that when you have MTN or have Airtel or whatever on your phone, he said, when you don't have it, it is pushing you to buy and have it. Immediately you have it, it will start showing you all the people you need to call so that it can finish. And when it finishes, it starts pushing you to buy. And when you buy, it starts pushing you to finish it. And that is how money is. When money comes into your hand, it will start showing you all the bed you are sleeping on will become uncomfortable. Your air conditioner will become too old for you. The television will start making noise, and you say, this television, your car will become rickety in your eyes. But you have been using this car for a year or two, and you've not found any problem. So the point is that when you ask this question, how can I multiply this money before spending it? What will happen is that every other expenses that are rushing to you, immediately they are rushing to you and you ask this question, those expenses will just drop their their run and turn back and start moving back or sit down where they are, because they know that you are not ready to do anything until you multiply that money. Okay, good. Now, let's now try to look at some few money multiplication strategies. Number one, savings always the first step. You need to save, because you can't even really multiply money when you cannot save money. So savings is very important if you want to multiply money. The first step is you are going to determine how much you want to save if you want to multiply your money. Okay, good. So save 10%, save 15%, save 20%, regularly 30. You can increase it to 50 as far as the income is coming, and you insist on that. You can check some banks, and there's this thing Sterling Bank has that called Double. I think it's in double.ng. You can always say, okay, this is my money target. I want to save 100,000 in 1 month, in 2 years, in 10 years. You go and download their app, Double, DOUBBLE. I'm not paid for this, but I'm just telling you, it's an app, is a platform they have. I think it's by Sterling Bank that you can use. There are other platforms online that you can make sure you are sure that they are not scammed before you use them. Now, invest in other people's businesses. That's another way. When you see a thriving business and you can actually invest in it, if it has structure, it can document your lending to it, you can invest in that business. Yes, investing could make you have equity. Investing could make you just have a return on investment by just, okay, you invested 10,000, after a few months we'll give it back to you after, So, but I encourage you to buy into other people's businesses so that when they struggle and make money, some part of it can come over to you. Okay. Now, it may not be very big business. It could be an idea somebody brought, and you brought 100,000 for it to start. Yeah, you must be sure what it is, because a lot of people had burned their hands. Some people say, okay, you can use 100,000 to raise 3 cows in a year, and you give 100,000. You didn't see 100,000 at the end of 1 year, and you didn't see 3 cows. So you must be very careful about what, and be sure it works. Number 3 is use creative credits. Now, you can use creative credits to actually have your money intact and be able to now use your own money for investment. For instance, if you go to CCECC, as a Chinese construction and engineering companies, or blah, 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 I can't remember. CCECC, you go to Julius Berger, you go to Munia Construction, MCC, you go to, when you go to them, if they give you local purchasing order and say, go and supply us 100 trips of sand. When you supply, you may have borrowed money from banks or whatever. When you supply, they will use it and tell you your money will be ready in 30 days or 60 days or 180 days or 90 days. They're using what we call creative credit. They are using your money, and their own monies are there, and you are bearing the cost of what? Of the risk and the loans and everything. And that way, you can be sure your money is safe with them, because they're going to pay you. But the truth is that they are not bearing the initial brunt of going to raise that money. Okay, so the ShopRite, the Nest, and all those of this world use it. So when you bring your goods to ShopRite, or bring to Nest Cash and Carry, or bring to Spire, or any other place that accept your goods, they'll tell you, we're going to pay you in 90 days or 60 days or whatever. They use you to actually get the goods into their company. But you see, they don't need to go borrow money from the banks, but you are the person raising the money. And so we call it creative credit. It can help you to multiply your own money when you use credit, and when you keep back some people's money inside your business. Yes, cash, when the cash flows in, don't always allow the cash to flow out the way it's flowing. If you can hold other people's money for some time, maybe somebody supplies something to you, instead of paying in 7 days, if you can get 30 days or 190 days or 90 days, if you can do that, because that money will keep working for you while, you know, the person is waiting. Okay, now you can invest in stock market. That's the way to multiply your money. You can, you know, invest in money market instruments. Okay. Oh, my time is up. I've spent one of your minutes. Then you can invest in real estate. Yes, you can invest in real estate as far as it's not a problem. You can go and invest in loans. You can also invest in these ones. You pay small. Some you are paying 13,000 every month for 24 months. Some you are paying 13,000 every month for 48 months. Some you are paying 50,000 every month for. You know, you can use that because it helps you a lot to actually save money, yeah, and multiply your money. Okay, now you can lend out your money, you can loan out your money at interest. Make sure the circumstance covers you. Otherwise, the person will ask you, if you go to the person is your money and didn't return it, it goes into bad debt, and you take the person to court. They will ask you to bring your license for lending money. So you have to be very reasonable about it, who and how you lend your money. So let's look at this, and then I open the line for you to ask questions, and then we wind down. Okay. Now, when I'm saying this, you're going to be saying, is it not somebody that has money that will save money? Is it not somebody that has money that will multiply money and all that? Yeah, we went from making money to managing money to multiplying money. But look at it. Most times we don't look around us very well. Now, if you look around you, you are going to see all the things that are possible that you can use. Now, in the Bible book of Exodus, where God had encounter with Moses. Now, God asked him, he said, I can't talk, I can't do this, and I can't fight Pharaoh. And he said, what is in your hand? And he had carried that staff in his hand for many years. But when God told him, throw it down, and he threw it down, it became a big snake and became too powerful. Now, what's the point? The point is that the things that you have in your hands, they are powerful. The things that are already around you, they're powerful, but you are not looking at them good enough. So are you sure you are looking close enough at your potentials and the possibilities around you? So let's look at the images you saw there. If you look at those images, they look like human faces. And of course, they are human faces. But let's look deeper enough and find out if you disagree. Are they human faces really? If you look at them at the first sight, they are human faces. But if you look deeper, you start wondering if they are human faces. The first one is like side view. The second one is like side view. The third one is full human face. The second one is side view. The fourth one is side view. And the last one is side view too. But now look at them close enough. But let me show you why you may need always to look closer enough at the possibilities around you. Now, the one that we thought was, side view of a human face, a lady's face. Look at it. It is flower. Can you see? And butterfly trying to lick the nectar. Yes? Look at it, how it looks here. But when we try to open it up, you see what it is actually. Okay? So look deeper, look close enough at your potentials. The same for this one that looks like side view too. You can see it is not side view properly so-called. It is what? Birds trying to fly into their nest on the trunk of a tree. Yes? Okay, so look at this one that looks like a human face. Now, when you come closer, you see it's not a human face. Either two horses fighting or kissing or whatever they are doing, and something, a bird flying behind the mountain, or rather around the mountain down there. Now you look at this one, look at a human face, but it's a lady and a water by the side. Now look at this one. It looks at the face of a Socrates. No, but it's not Socrates. It's a charioteer, water flowing, and a lady lying down there. What's the point? Where you are is where you are. If you look closely at yourself and your environment, you will see many possibilities that will change the future of your life, your organization, and your business, and you generally post-COVID-19. 19. Okay. So my name is Kali Cousins, Dr. Kali Cousins. I want to appreciate you for listening in. My job is to help you turn your ideas into results. I'm a trainer, speaker, consultant. I author, mentor. Okay. You can get me on social media with Kali Cousins or Dr. Kali Cousins. Now, I told you that I will invite you to a program, Taking Your Business Online Masterclass. And if you go to that link there, scbsedu.org/Tybo, Tybo, you are going to read more about that. I encourage you, without understanding how to take your business online, you are in for bigger things. Remember, the lockdown is still there for 1 more week in Abuja, in some other places. But you see, whether the president is going to leave them is a function of what happens in the next few days. Kano has gone into complete lockdown. And I tell you, why we're not seeing enough cases is because we're not testing enough. We've just tested about 10,000 out of 200 million, according to how many they say we are. So if we just got the number we have, we are doing close to 10%. And if you look at 10% of 20 million people, or rather 200 million people, that's about 20 million. And can we say that to over 20 million Nigerians are with coronavirus? So the point is that understanding how to take your business online at the moment will help you a lot. I'm not saying posting things online. I'm saying structuring your business online. So whether you're a civil servant, whoever you are, your business can run comfortably without you bothering yourself when you are in office or when you are at work. Okay. So I want you to visit that site, scbsedu.org/tybo. So I'm going to unmute all of us. So I'm going to ask Ajia to say something before we start. Okay, somebody said, thanks greatly to the organizers, and we pray we can have more of this highly important aspect of our life, money and its management. Okay, thank you, Mohammed Adama. Okay, so I'm going to mute everybody at the moment. So when I unmute us, yes, I want you to tell us what you've learned when I unmute us. Okay, so let's start with, okay, with Mohammed. Please, can you just tell, okay, sorry, Hadia, please, is there something you want to say before we continue? Ruki. Hello, Ruki. Is there something you want to say before we continue?
Hello?
Rukia.
Hello, doctor.
Yeah, is there something you want to say before we start winding down?
I honestly can thank you, this evening. You've been so wholesome. You're one of my mentors. You're so excellent. And then I really appreciate the presentation. In the course of delivering this lecture, sir,
yeah.
I recalled vividly an incident, a particular one. So many of them came, but I want to share this particular one with us, because in most cases we're not going forward, not because we don't have the ideas, but in most cases we don't tend to give the ideas any practical training or practicability.
Expression.
So they die back in us. So what I remember was that there was a time I was new in FCT, in Cuba in particular, and then I considered the idea of, okay, what about having 3 keke napep? This is tricycles.
Yeah.
To be plying the route in Cuba, because I realized that the only available means of transportation among the masses was just motorbike. Yeah. So I was not like, if I have money, so let me just see how I can just buy maybe 3-4 keke napep and then get them operational in Cuba here. Yeah. But I never gave that voice, a trial. So the idea died there. And right now, when they place a ban on the operation of tricycle in most of the other satellite towns, so Cuba became one of the hubs. Wow. So right now they are operating everywhere. So, and I recall the idea of those yesteryear, among so many other things. Yeah. So I'm saying this one, so that if we have any bright idea, we shouldn't allow fear, creep creep in and then deny the idea, the voice. So that is the contribution. And then I thank you on behalf of Awesome Minds Network. I really thank you, sir. I thank you so much, sir.
Well, thank you. So, any other person who want to say something that we write down? Any other person? And Tijani Abisola, Mohammed Adama, Abdul Hanan, Aishat
Yes, sir.
Bello, yes, Nabella, all those. You want to say anything, anybody? Hello? You want to say anything? Anybody who want to say something?
Yes. Thank you for the wonderful class.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Okay. Okay. So, some people raise their hands.
That
Was it the former one? Odelade, did you raise your hand?
Yes, I did.
Okay, Ma, go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. I really enjoyed the lecture. It's motivating and inspiring.
Okay.
But and I would like to attend your seminar, your master class on taking your business online.
Okay.
Because I've tried in the past. I've tried doing so many businesses, and eventually it folds up because I think lack of patience. Because once I don't see patronage, I eventually get tired, and and also not disciplined in terms of spending and other reasons. So I would really like to know more about how one can endure and sustain a business and be patient for you to get patronage.
Okay.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. If you look at the chat box, you are going to see my number. So I'm going to call the number for everybody. So, and then if you also didn't get it here, you can also talk with Tohajia so that she'll be able to give you my number. So let me put it on the what do you call it? I'll put it on the chat box. You can look at chat. You play the road chat. You'll see the number.
Okay.
Copy it out. Then but when you start talking with me, we will help you organize this thing in such a way that you are going to have your products, you are going to have your services, and you're going to have your platforms. And I tell you, the word is the sky is the starting point for everybody. That's why sometimes you need mentorship to be able to move forward. Okay? Now let me mute Galaxy Airtel. Raise their hands. Galaxy Airtel. Do you still want to speak? Yeah? Galaxy Airtel. Okay. Okay, let's assume it was a mistake. Then Safradin Salodin, please can you talk? Let me unmute you.
Thank you very much, Doctor.
Yes, sir. Sir, can you raise your voice a little more, please?
I said this is actually I've been having a lot of business.
I'm busy.
I didn't hear you, sir. Yusuf Abdul Madam asked the question, sir, how about if your potential or talent is talking? So what kind of business can you go into? I joined the class and God bless you. Okay, you can go into my kind of business. I get paid up to $10,000 to talk for 1 hour. So that is why, if you can use this, what do you call it? The thing you are seeing on your the website you are seeing scbsedu.org/tybo. You will learn how to take, whether it is speaking passion or whatever. You learn how to take it online, and you make all the kind of money you want to make. Okay. Any other person before we get out? Any other person? Tijani, Abiola, do you still want to talk? Tijani.
Thank you very much, sir, for the session, sir. My own question is, like, as a fresh graduate,
Yes.
like, how can, like, as a fresh graduate, how can someone like think of a business side? Like, I don't even know. Like, there are a lot
Okay.
of business ideas.
Okay.
Like, which one? How will someone know
Graduate
which one
from?
sells?
What did you
Like,
graduate from?
so as to engage in it, and one will not waste time in it.
Okay. What's your discipline?
I did statistics. I studied statistics
You did
in the
statistics.
university.
Okay. In the
Yes.
okay. 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 Thank you, Abiola. Sorry, I missed. Now, the truth is that for every single thing you studied has a market application, but most times, because our lecturers are not businessmen, they are not able to show the market application of what we studied. So if you really love statistics, now you can read a lot about marketing research and find out how to use statistics in market research. Now, are you on Fiverr? Abisola, are you on Fiverr?
On what?
Fiverr, Fiverr.
Fiber. I'm
Okay.
not on it.
Okay, let me.
What is it about, sir?
Okay, let me write it there. Fiverr.com. www.fiverr.com is a place where you can put your skill and be able to sell your skills there. You can do an hour for $20. You can, when you look there, you can put your you can put your all you can put your skill there. Most acclimatizes with your capacity, your attitude, your skills, and your knowledge. Remember that once you studied statistics doesn't mean you are going to make a decision. Now you study formally, you can go to Udemy or join Shanghai courses or whatever and study digital marketing. Now your statistics capacity will help you in what we call insights in reading about your lead generation and lead conversion. And you're going to do better than somebody who is just marketing because you are bringing scientificity to marketing. Now, you may be somebody who likes talking, you may be somebody who likes marketing. You look at problems and them. It's not difficult. That's why I invite you to go to SEBS.edu/, take your business course like TYPO, so you can be part of this training coming up. You need to marvel yourself how people are looking for skills for their business, how they're looking for marketing skills for their business, how they organize this to something that you can sell. Understanding your passion, understanding your aptitude, understanding your attitude, understanding the realities of the market. Okay? That's about that. Any other then we round off. So if you have any question, you ask now. I'm leaving in 10 minutes. Rather, in 1 minute. Sorry, not 10 minutes. Is there any other question? You can write it down if you don't want to talk. Thank you, Tijani. Okay, so if you're interested in the program I told you about, if you look at the chat box, my number, me, and then we can start talking about that on Monday. I appreciate you guys for coming. Now, there are 3 things I don't want you to be. 3 things I don't want you to be. Number 1, are you still here? Okay, so let me continue. So number 1, don't be an encyclopedia. An encyclopedia knows so much. Yes, Tijani Abisola, the program starts on Monday. So go to that website or webpage and you read more about it. Then you can also WhatsApp me, then I can listen to you, okay? Now, 3 things I don't want you to be. Number 1, I don't want you to be an encyclopedia. An encyclopedia knows so much, but does so little with what it knows. Please never be an encyclopedia. I want you to be A computer. A computer knows so little and does so much with what it knows. So be a computer, don't be an encyclopedia. So a lot of you now, as we are talking, teaching, you say, oh, everything he says, I know about it. Yes, I've learned it, or I read it in school, or I've listened to it on YouTube and all those. Well, that is not as important as what you do. Wherever you got it from, please put it into practice. That's one thing that's important. So don't be an encyclopedia that knows everything. Be a computer that knows so little and does so much what it knows. Number two, don't ever be a thermometer. A thermometer is reading from the environment. So now there's lockdown. You see it shouting, lockdown, no, lockdown, no, everything is locked down. Now they take the light, everything is, there's no light. There, everything, the thermometer takes its reading from the environment. Oh, Buhari, oh, my governor, oh, local government chairman, oh, the senator, oh, every car they buy at the National Assembly is the reason you are not making wealth. Don't be like that. Be a thermostat. A thermostat doesn't allow the environment to actually determine, okay? Sorry, this thing doesn't allow the environment to determine all it becomes. Yes? I mean, a thermostat. Oh, somebody said my contact is not displaying. Okay, Odelade, can I call it for you? Okay, let me write it here. Let me write it here. Odelade said my contact is not displaying, so please give me a minute to write it out for her. So 0818-490-4305. Okay, so you can see my number there now. The second number there is my number. So let me make it bolder. Okay. Sorry, I want to make sure that Odelade gets my number. A minute. Okay, so I do hope you are seeing my number now, 0818-490-4305. So we can talk later. So I was saying something, I say, don't be, oh, thank you. Thank you, Mohammed. Mohammed said, you made my day with a thermometer analogy. Okay, yes, the iPhone person, you will get a recap of it. I am going to send it to Rukayat, and Rukayat can send it to you. But if you also WhatsApp me, I'm going to send you the link for the replay. Yeah. Mohammed said, please, for someone like me who struggles to grab what business they can do, what do I do? Yes, Mohammed, please, can you talk to me on WhatsApp? Then I'll be able to help you organize your thought into something that is going to be a beautiful business. There are so many needs people are having there. There's so many problems people want solutions to. You need a guidance, you need mentorship to put it together. And that was why I brought that program, Take Your Business Online. It's a place, if you see there, if you go to that link and you see everything there, it starts from structuring your business, helping you have business ideas, and moving on, to actually working around getting your business structured. So just get back to me. Yes. Thank you very much. Okay. So let me round off. I was talking about don't be a thermometer, be a thermostat. So don't allow the environment to determine everything about you. Yes. Be a thermostat that determine your own reading. Yeah, you determine what you really want. When the environment is hot, you determine how much hot you want to be, not just what the environment has said. Okay, now when you get that, it helps a lot to making you stable. Finally, very important, please, don't ever be, don't ever be, okay? Don't ever be a chameleon. What's the chameleon? A chameleon is that animal that immediately it is in a place for some time, it will take the color of that place. So if you keep it in a bluish background, it will take the color of the background. If you keep it in a place that is white, it will take the color of white. So that's the chameleon. Or if you come to Nigeria, the problem in Nigeria will overwhelm you and you are going to be talking rubbish. Don't be that. Yes? Be a painter. A painter sees an environment it doesn't like. You see a wall and it's blue. Why what you want is white? What do? You change that color to white. That's what the painters do. So don't be a chameleon that takes color from the environment. Be a painter that puts color in the environment. Let me tell you something before I leave. I wanted to say it last. Now, if you are here, that's a very serious bonus for you. Okay? Now, you could Google me and you find out Dr. Carly Cousin, my doctor is not a award, is a PhD, Doctor of Philosophy. And you see, I have degrees and certifications crisscrossing management, IT, and I range in some best universities locally and internationally. Yes. Now, the point is, I had poliomyelitis. I had poliomyelitis when I was about 1 year, 6 months. In other words, where I am sitting now, I cannot move out without putting on a rod on my legs, which is calipers, and taking my crutches, to use to walk. So I use crutches to walk. If you check me online, you see where I'm standing. You can see I stand with crutches and I wear rod on my legs, which are calipers. What's the point? The point is that if I never allowed it to destroy my confidence, to destroy my life, and to make me sit down somewhere, but I used it to propel myself to greater heights where I can solve for presidency or governments, United Nations, Shell, multinational corporations, ministries, departments, and agencies. And I'm also a university lecturer. Now, if I brought myself, and I own Sean Cousins Consulting Group, I own Sean Cousins Business School, if I brought myself where I could do that with disability, what excuses do you have? So thank you very much. Don't be a chameleon. Be what? Be a painter. A painter puts color in the environment. Why a chameleon takes color from the environment. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening in. God bless you and see you soon. I want you to come to class. Please come to class. It is 70% off. 70% off. Instead of 100,000, you are paying just 10,000. You may say there's lockdown, there's this, but anytime you're not growing yourself, you are leaving money away from the table. And I want you to actually, instead of, 90% off, they just reminded me. Instead of 100,000, it is 10,000 naira, which is 90% off. 90% off. And you may not have it again. So please, when you go there, you're going to see the models. It's going to take you from zero to, powerful. And you are going to be, making money, whether there is lockdown or no lockdown. Remember, I told you, truly, truly, I say unto you, no matter whatever you do, make sure you take your business online, because offline business are kaleidoscopic, the approaches, they are amoebic, they may not stand the test of time in this 21st century because everything is going online. Value is king and technology is the queen. And if you want to be wealthy, you must marry value, which is the king, and technology, which is the queen. You must bring them together. God bless you. Looking forward to connecting with you. Thank you very much. Have a beautiful evening.